From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intention? Weird science, elastic tubes and pots and pans, bits and pieces and the magic from the hand will make it weird science. Things I've never seen before, behind bolted doors, an imagination. Weird science, not what teachers said to do, making dreams come true, living tissue, warm flesh. Weird science, plastic tubes and pots and pans, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. My creation, is it real? It's my creation. Oh, my creation, it's my creation. Weird science. Weird science. Oh, magic and technology, voodoo dolls and chants, electricity will make it. Weird science. Fantasy and microchips, shooting from the hip, something different will make it. Weird science. Oh, pictures from a magazine, diagrams and charts, mending broken hearts and make it. Weird science. Something like a recipe, bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. My creation, is it real? It's my creation. I do not know. No hesitation, no heart of gold, no flesh and blood. I do not know. I do not know. From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intentions? Ooh, weird science, magic and technology, weird science, things we've never seen before, behind bolted doors. Weird science, not what teachers said to do, bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits of my creation. Is it real? It's my creation. I do not know. No hesitation, no heart of gold, this flesh and blood. I do not know. It's my creation. It's my creation. Oh, my creation. Ooh, my creation. It's my creation. From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intentions? Ooh, weird. Ooh, weird science. Weird. Weird science. Weird science.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Greetings, universe. My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you made it, if you're here, you are indeed made of sterner stuff. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I hope you've had a good week. Hope you've had a good start to your weekend. It's Friday night. We're kicking off the weekend right, as we always do, with some laughs, with some waifus, man. It's Halloween costume contest time. The first annual Saturday morning waifu Halloween costume contest. SMW, SMW, SMW. It's going to be awesome, guys. We've got about like a dozen contestants or so, somewhere, give or take a dozen waifus in Halloween costumes, provided by the master artist, Master Kraken. He provided some amazing art for this Halloween costume contest, so I want to give him a shout out. I'll be giving him a shout out
as we go on throughout the stream, because his art's going to be all over the place. He did amazing, so we're going to get into that. We've got the Saturday morning memes that we're going to go over from last week, or this previous week, I should say. We've got a few new waifus that I had to wrangle up, you know, for the waifu roundup. We got a few new ones. Not many, because Tales from the Crypt Keeper, not really a waifu series, you know. But it was still fun. We got a few memes from that, so we'll go over that. We have a new Chronicle of Pete trading card to add into the deck. So we're going to read that, provided by Richard. Shouts out Richard Hooper for those. And then, as I mentioned, the first annual Saturday morning waifu Halloween costume contest. So yeah, plenty of stuff to get into tonight. It's going to be awesome. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. Like, a lot of this art, the artist, he was like turning it into me today, like as I was getting ready for the stream. Like, I'm not saying he procrastinated or anything, because he was getting a lot of work done. It wasn't like last minute or anything. It was just that there was so much that we were still adding him in all the way up to the start of the stream. So there's a ton of stuff. I haven't even really gotten a good look at some of these yet, beyond just getting them into the slideshow. So they look great. All of his art is great. I can't wait for you guys to check these out. I'm excited. And then, of course, the memes and stuff. We're going to have fun, man. This is what it's all about. This is how we kick off our Friday. For anybody who's new and doesn't know what we do every Friday night, or maybe they are expecting only cartoons or whatever uploads, every Friday night I do a live stream where I come to you live from Moonbase 1, and we do a review of the memes and the waifus, the inside jokes, the gags, whatever it is.
Spark spark puff puff, if you got it, gentlemen. Gonna need it for that mind funk of a show, Lex. SMW SMW SMW.
Thank you, Grim. See, that's exactly what's up right there. Thank you, Grim. Thank you for the donations. Yes, Lex coming up. How could I forget? Lex is coming up tonight at midnight on the second channel. I'm going to do the weirder stuff over there. We'll stick to cartoons here, and then I'll do like some live shows and some weird stuff over on the second channel, starting with Lex to kick it off. And then I've got something for you Monday for Halloween. But that's getting ahead of myself. But yes, thank you so much, Grim. I really appreciate that. Hell yeah. SMW, Saturday morning waifu. We're starting a new wrestling federation. It's going to be the best wrestling federation, better than AEW and WWE and even TNA all put together, combined. It's going to be better. It's the SMW, Saturday morning waifu. Well, I guess there would be more letters because it's like wrestling federation. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So, but yeah, that's a perfect example right there. Just having little jokes that we have, like the SMW stuff. We always go over that every Friday. And that way, for anybody who's new, you can get caught up. And that way you don't feel left out on all of our inside jokes. And then, of course, for people who are here for it, we get to just sort of relive it and laugh at it. Maybe if you normally catch the episodes but missed one or something. I know Rex, like, for instance, not like calling you out, but I'm just saying I know you can't make it to everyone. So that would be a good example. So that's why we do these every Friday. And it's a good way to kick off the weekend, you know, to start with some laughs. That's what it's all about, man. Just having a good time, taking it back to the good old days, right? So without further ado, let's get started because we've got a lot to get into. So I'm not going to do too much hot dogging and grandstanding here at the beginning. We're going to get right into it because we've got a lot to get through. So let's start with the Saturday morning memes. We'll do the regular stuff first. So we're going to start out, like I said, we go back through the last week's worth of content, starting with last Saturday morning and going all the way up through whatever we watched this week. And we get to critique, review, chronologically critique and review these. So yeah, should be a good time. You know what I did forget to do? I talk about no more hot dog and grandstanding, but I do want to give some shouts out to the chat because that's something I like to do at the start of the stream before I get too crazy into it. Because then I'm just gonna forget and everything's gonna get steamrolled. So I want to shout out everybody who I see right here. Richard Hooper, what's up, man? Herbal Dragon, the Cannon Bros. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Tavern's Pull is here. Hell yeah. Ronald, Deke, and Grim already give you the shout out, but let me give you some pizza rolls, man. Thank you for that donation earlier. D Glass is here. Ron McChaos. Hell yeah. Atticus Rex, buddy. What's going on? We got Waste of Space. Cheetos. That's what's up, buddy. Hell yeah. Let's see who else we got here. We got Sned. We got the Stinger. We got Jason. Hello, Jason. What's going on, man? Rawl, the Gaming Bat. What's going on, Gaming Bat, man? Hell yeah. Hothead Studios. Hell yeah. Let's see. We got Mech here. We got Kagi, Philip, Luke, Liana. Hell yeah, man. Lots of familiar faces. That's what I like to see. Prime Animations. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, brother. And let's see. Did I forget anybody? Nick, what's going on, Nick? I've scrolled like way up. Now I've got to get all the way caught up here. Dan, hello. Shadow79. All right. Hell yeah. We got quite the crew, which is always a good thing. It's always a good thing. I like the community that we've built up here. Everybody enjoys the old school content. We're all sick of this modern trash that they're shoving down our throats. So we're enjoying that classic content. We got a good community here, a based chat. Hell yeah. So let's get into the Saturday morning memes now that I've given everybody the shouts out. I'll try to keep an eye out in the chat. If I see anybody as we go along that I haven't given a shout out, I'll try to give you as we go along. Mike, Boston Billy, Curtis. I see some people showing up just now. Hell yeah. James is here. Base Wave. Hell yeah. All right. Cool. So last week, we had an interesting week with the memes because, or I should say last Friday, when we were going over the memes, because it was like overflow. I mentioned how the Friday before that was waifu overload and not too much memes, and it was like reversed. Well, the scales have tipped back again. I guess it's the balance of the universe, how it keeps going back and forth, because we don't really have too many memes this week. It's very light on the memes, but the waifus, whoa, buddy. Not only did I have to wrangle a whole bunch of new ones from last Saturday morning alone, like I said, Tales from the Crypt Keeper, not too many waifus, but last Saturday morning's lineup had enough to where it filled the wife cage. The wife cage is full, all right? So we've got plenty of waifus to go over, and then of course the costume contest. So the scales have tipped back. I guess they're gonna keep going back and forth. Who knows? That's just the way it goes. The way she goes, bud. The way she goes. So let's get into the memes. We've got just a couple of them. We'll start out, like I said, last Saturday with RoboCop Alpha Commando, which in and of itself is like one giant meme. That show has a ton of gold, in my opinion. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad, but I love it. That's why I love it. And I know a lot of us enjoy the so bad it's good stuff. Of course, the motto, let the cheese must flow, right? So RoboCop Alpha Commando is probably going to be a show that I end up playing the full series, either on this channel or backup, one of the two. We're going to end up watching the full thing because there's too much. There's too much. But my favorite was this weird plant monster guy who basically he was like a giant weed monster. Like he was growing up like a weed. He kind of looked like a weed. And I think they ended up smoking him to defeat him. In fact, that was what RoboCop did. He rolled him into a giant joint to defeat him. And just as he was about to spark that doobie, that massive doobie, the waifu stopped him and was like, no, don't do it. Plant him instead. That's the last of that strand. Don't do it. So they like planted him into this weird, hideous tree. It was like a Halloween episode because it was pretty horrifying. It was like body horror. But it was also hilarious because RoboCop was about to spark a massive joint. So yeah, like I said, this entire show is one giant meme, is one giant joint. This show is one giant doobie. All right. So we're going to end up watching the whole thing later. Not tonight. I'm saying like in the future, but yeah, good times. The Crypt Keeper though did give us a few memes, just a couple, except this last season was pretty bad. It was easily the worst of the three. I think it was unanimous. I don't think there's any argument there. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that this last season of Tales from the Crypt Keeper was horrible. Like, it just shouldn't exist. Like, I would rather just be those first two seasons where the art was good, the writing was good. Even, and I love John Kassir. Like, he's a cool dude. I've met him before. He seems like a, cool dude. And he's voiced a lot of characters that we love. But I think he was phoning it in on this third season, because either that or he could tell that the writing was crap, because it was like not there. Normally the Crypty, as we came to call him, he's like the redeeming quality for a bad episode. If there's happens to be a bad episode, he's the redeeming quality, the saving grace, right? But even on this, it was pretty bad. And they made him look like some sort of corpse of Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. And I got to give shouts out to Atticus Rex for this, because Rex was like, yo, he looks like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. And like, we were talking about putting the Metallica shirt on him. So shouts out Atticus Rex, because like he knew this meme was coming. But another one, and this was at like the tail end, the very end of the show. The last episode gave us one final meme, and only if you're really like an old school wrestling fan. This one's a deep cut. I want to see how many people get this one. But the final or the season finale, series finale, closed this out with
And the Yeti!
the Yeti! The Yeti! Hulk Hogan's career is over. This also kind of looks like it could be the corpse of Hulk Hogan with that hair. It's like a cross between Beavis. Like they took Beavis's shirt and put it on the corpse of Hulk Hogan after the Yeti,
And the Yeti!
buried his career. It's over. It's so over. The insurance policy, the Yeti. Wurzel alert. We need like a Yeti alert. Yeah, Liana, the Yeti humping of Hogan. I'm surprised how many people actually get this. I knew a few people would, but it's like, holy shit, the whole chat gets the Yeti. The Yeti reference. You know what's crazy is that's the microphone I'm using right now. It's a blue Yeti.
And the Yeti!
That's the microphone I have. Awesome. Mike says, but I love Hulk Hogan. Well, I'm sorry. He was buried. It's all over for him. It's all over. The Yeti ended his career. Tony Schiavone told me so. All right, so those were our memes. Those were our memes for the week. Like I said, pretty light on it. We didn't get as much from the final season of the Crypt Keeper. It was pretty bad. So we didn't get that many memes from the week. And then the Saturday morning was mostly Halloween stuff. And, RoboCop, lots of good stuff there. We did get a few other ones, but I'm going to save those for the waifu roundup, the video clips, that is. But yeah, let's get into the Chronicle of Pete's, because we do have a new trading card courtesy of Richard Hooper. Shouts out Richard Hooper. He makes these Chronicle of Pete's trading cards. For anybody who doesn't know what a Pete is, it's our term for a completely incompetent bumbling buffoon of a character, right? Every show has one, or almost. I should say almost every show, because we've encountered some Pete-less shows, but just about the vast majority of shows of these cartoons have Pete's. At least one, if not multiple. They're usually guys, but we do have the rare female Pete, which we have dubbed a Mildred, thanks to Crypt Keeper. That was last week, though. We didn't get any good. We got the return of the Mildreds. They didn't even say Buster Keaton. It was a big letdown. But that's what a Pete is. It's our term for any just completely incompetent character. And it's no offense to anybody out there who's actually named Pete. It comes from Dragonflies, which we watched like, it feels like months ago. I think it was only last month. Feels like months ago that we watched Dragonflies, but it was probably just like 3 weeks ago or something. I don't know. But yeah, it comes from Dragonflies, so it's no offense to anyone named Pete. And like I said, Richard makes these trading cards for us that are cool. Buster Keaton. And normally it's of one character. Like I said, it's normally a guy, sometimes a girl. Sometimes we get like duos, like a team. This time though, and some of you may see this coming with all I've said so far, but this week's Pete is the entire season, the entire third season, everyone involved, everyone. I told everyone. I told everyone. I stopped short. Season 3, the whole thing, everyone involved, the writers, the animators, the voice actors. Like, I know John Cassier is kind of phoning it in, but like everyone else, like all the other voice actors were just bad. They weren't even phoning it in. They were just bad. So we've got the card here. Should I read it in the Crypt Keeper? Should I try to do a Crypt Keeper voice, chat? I don't know. Should I try it? Greetings, boils and ghouls. Here is an ensemble of Petes who peated so badly it was shriekingly bad. This season, after a 5-year hiatus, was so blunt in its morals it was a real trauma case. The animation was a real frightmare to behold, and the writing so lazy it was a real grave mistake. The entire team behind this season gets this card. Due to all of these factors, you could say it was so brain dead that even a zombie would starve in that studio. Oh man, he even wrote terrible puns, just like the third season has. Well done, Richard. Thank you for the awesome card. Oh man, okay, I need a drink of water after that one. I don't know how he does it. Through all of those episodes. Probably does need to be a pitch higher, but you know, I'm known for doing like diva voices, like from Optimus Prime to the Crypt Keeper is quite a leap. So I did my best. I did my best. Yeah, it was nonstop riffing on season 3, at least for us. Like, that's the only way to watch it. The only redeeming factor, like I said earlier, normally if there's a bad episode, the Crypt Keeper is the redeeming factor, but he couldn't even save this season. So the only redeeming factor is watching it with friends, or in this case, we watched it in chat, you know, as the premiere. And that's the only way I think that I survived. I don't know about you guys, but that's the only way I survived, was getting through with you guys, riffing the hell out of this, because I think if I tried to watch it on my own, I would have just fallen asleep. Like, I would have just passed out if I tried to watch this on my own. So yeah, well done, Richard and all of chat. Actually, there were multiple people who nominated this season to be the Pete for this week. Like, it wasn't even a stretch. Like, everyone was like, yes, do it. So well done, guys. You picked a good one. Excellent. Now it's time for the waifu roundup. Before we get to the costume contest, I know everybody's waiting. Everybody's hyped, myself included, for the costume contest. But we did have some waifus that need to be rounded up. They need to be accounted for, okay? We got to take inventory and of the waifus that we wrangled this week, because last Saturday was it was plentiful. I like to spoil you guys as best I can. I always try to spoil you guys. Sometimes it's a little more difficult depending on the theme. Like if I try to do, like the gaming theme, the movie theme. Of course, we've got a lot of Halloween themes for this month. Sometimes that can be a little restrictive to the episode I choose, and we don't get a ton of waifus. But if it's up to me, I'm gonna spoil you guys, right? I'm gonna spoil you guys. So let's get into the waifu roundup, because last Saturday we had a bunch, starting with JB McBride, the judge from Brave Star, which is a show that I've got a lot of requests for. And the only reason I hesitated on showing it was because it's more like well known. I usually try to show you guys stuff that you haven't seen. I like showing the obscure stuff. Of course, don't always. There's well-known stuff in my lineups, but I always try to do the more obscure things first. And then once I start running out of that or running low on that, I'll get more of the mainstream or well-known stuff in. And Brave Star is pretty well known. I get a ton of requests for it. That's, would kind of prove that it's well known. But it's not to say I don't like the show. And it's got redhead cowgirl waifu, judge waifu. Yeah, Atticus. Authority waifu. And she has that gavel that's like, it shoots lasers and a grappling hook and all sorts of, it has a pee-pee laser. That's another meme from Crypt Keeper, from the better days of Crypt Keeper, when they had the pee-pee laser. But yeah, redhead judge waifu, can't go wrong with that. There's going to be more Brave Star in the future. I played an episode for Halloween. It was kind of like, reminded me of Scarecrow from Batman. They had this like fear gas that was being released in the mines. And that was the episode I played for Halloween. But I'll end up going through either the whole series in its own individual uploads, or we'll just scatter episodes throughout Saturday mornings, because I do like this show. We'll definitely be seeing more of Brave Star, and especially Judge McBride here, because I think everyone enjoys a good redhead waifu. I'm pretty sure we're all on board with redheads, right? Is there anybody? I've yet to see anyone in chat not like a redhead waifu. I think we're all on board on that. And they're becoming more and more rare these days. They're being like phased out. It's kind of, it's part of the reason why we like the old school media, right? We like the old school shows. We don't like this modern shit that they're trying to put where they're phasing out all the redheads. We love the redheads. So I think we're all on board. Yeah, ginger side. Yeah, Luke, exactly. But yeah, I think we're all on board. Team redhead waifu. So and cowgirl waifu. Who doesn't love that? I don't know. I know that may not be as unanimous as redhead, but it's I think it's up there. I know reporters are popular. Reporter waifus, those are popular. I like cowgirl waifus though. Yeah, the smoochy lips. Exactly, Luke. Exactly. This freeze frame was too perfect. I'm like, yeah. At first I thought these two were good enough. I'm like, yeah, these two slides, that's good. And then I saw this one. I'm like, I'll throw that one in. Let's throw that one in there too. Why not? I mean, she is riding a robot horse. You can barely see. The horse is like cropped out. That's not what's important here. All right, next up, speaking of cowgirls, she's not really a cowgirl. She's more like a farm girl, but still, she's wearing overalls. She wouldn't look out of place in a Western setting. And again, from RoboCop Alpha Commando, this show is gold. I'm telling you guys, this show is golden. We're gonna watch it. I would say go watch it on your own, but just wait until we all watch it together, because it's way better with chat. And we'll end up going through the whole series, but. Not only do we get the memes of RoboCop trying to smoke the giant weed monster, but he also had Bobby Joe. That's right, Bobby Joe from Evil Dead was a waifu, and you got the pigtails, you got the overalls. She was working on the farm. It looked like she was trying to help grow the weed. I don't know, so she might be. She might be a weed wife, a 420 waifu. I don't know. That's like take it or leave it. But she is highly regarded. Okay? That is something that we learned. She can't even turn on a computer. Now, normally we make fun of those characters. We've got Pete's, of course, right? The Chronicles of Pete that are highly regarded characters. But in this case, hear me out, chat. I'm going to say it's a positive. It's a plus. All right? I want my farm girls to be highly regarded. I don't want them to know how to turn on a computer. This makes her perfect. All right? Yeah, hear me out now, chat. She's just the right amount. Tavern says this Bobby Joe actually wanted to get thunked by the Evil Dead tree. Yeah, she did like fall in love with the tree at the end. So maybe she is a little bit past the line. Maybe she is a little too regarded. I don't know. Maybe that's still up for debate. Because yeah, she did fall in love with a tree at the she did fall in love with a tree at the end. But it's okay. It's okay. She doesn't even know how to turn on a computer. But she knows how to put her clothes on. Okay? She knows how to take care of the farm. She obviously has kept herself in shape. I think she's best girl. Unplanned Moron says, I love small brain waifu. That's what's up. See, Unplanned Moron knows what's up. Hell yeah. I think you guys are with me. Luis is here. Hell yeah. He says she's not full tard, just a little special. Yeah, see, her assets were distributed elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like, think about it if you were creating a character, you have only so many stats that you can attribute throughout, you know? So don't put those points into intelligent. They went elsewhere. So yeah, she's good. She has her attributes were sorted properly, distributed properly. What's the 34, 24, 36, but 36 is her IQ? Put it all into charisma and strength. No, that's if you're doing your own build, not for a waifu. I can't even say your name. B Blue Games is here. What's up, man? What's going on? Apparently I didn't put all my stats into intelligence. I put all mine into charisma and strength too. I'm highly regarded too. So it's a perfect match. All right. We also got, that wasn't it. Like I said, we got a lot of waifus from this last week. We got the cop waifu, who I think I've featured. It's hard to keep track now. This is why we do these, because we're trying to keep track. But even with that, I still lose track of them all. Sometimes they escape the wife cage. Yeah, they get back out. They're free roaming again. I have to wrangle them up again. But this one, the reason I'm featuring her again, if we featured her before, is because we've got the plant variant with the poison ivy variant, right? So it's like, I don't know. This I think is a special Pokemon. It's like a shiny Pokemon. It's a shiny waifu, okay? It's a shiny waifu. So we had to catch her. Even it's like if you already have a Jolteon and you're like, well, I don't need another Jolteon. But if it's a shiny Jolteon, you're gonna get it, right? So it's a shiny waifu. So we might have already had cop waifu on a previous stream, but this is a shiny version, okay? She got the poison ivy variant just for this one episode. And I remember people in the chat were like, please let her become a plant monster. And she did. And it was awesome. But it was just for the one episode, and then they dunked her into a pool, and she was okay. I don't know, like, they never explained it. You just see her being lifted out of this pool in a bathing suit, and then we forgot everything. They knew what they were doing. They're like, we'll just put her in this like tiny bathing suit and no one will question anything. They knew what they were doing. So yeah, we did get a bunch of waifus and memes just from this one episode. And then of course you got RoboCop. He's just standing there menacingly. I don't know. Why is he just looming in the background? What the hell? I feel like there should be some sort of logo in the lower corner of this. You know, but you shouldn't know because that's bad for you. All right. I think that's it for RoboCop, just for RoboCop. Let me make sure. I got to check my notes. Too many waifus. Yeah, that was the last one from RoboCop, but not the last waifu. We've got one more waifu that we had from this past week, and that was Black Arachnia. I think a lot of you people are familiar with Black Arachnia even before the show. You know, I talk about playing obscure shows and stuff like that. Transformers is not really that obscure, although this particular iteration of it is not as well known. Not as many people watched Transformers animated as, like, say, G1 or Beast Wars. A lot more people, I think, are familiar with those. But this one's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a weird art style. It was early 2000s, so they were doing that.
I still think Hannah is the best SatAM waifu, Hanby Bacon and the waifus.
Thank you, Luis, with the $10. Pizza rolls for you, and throwing in your vote early that Hannah is the best SatAM waifu. Now, maybe you're not talking about the costume contest. Maybe you're just talking overall. In which case, I would agree. Hannah is like queen of the Saturday morning waifus, definitely. But Black Arachnia is familiar with a lot of people, I believe, because she was in the original Beast Wars. So even if you didn't watch this show, you at least know the character. But they did a really cool version of her in this show. Even if you didn't necessarily like the art style, I think she still looked good as, you know, a character design. You could just sort of take her out of the show. And then you'll have, you know, a pretty hot waifu. And you know what? I did forget some. Oh my goodness. I made the slides and then I forgot to export them. I'm glad you guys reminded me. Okay, let me finish talking about Black Arachnia and then I'll talk about L. Because you guys are like, what about L? What about L? I made the slides and then I didn't put them in this slideshow. Just give me 2 seconds and we'll get L in here. All right, so we got Black Arachnia, and like I said, good design, even if you didn't necessarily like the show. And I do really quick want to cover a couple of memes that came with Black Arachnia. She came included with her own memes. These were a lot of fun, so I want to play these for you real quick.
You wouldn't hurt a helpless female bot, now would you, boys?
Who are you?
What are you?
Duh, she's a girl.
She's a girl. Duh. Like, can't you tell from her outrageous hips? She's dummy thick. She's a girl.
My friends call me Black Arachnia.
And then that was chat. That was like all of chat. Even the people who weren't on board with this show when it first started, because I know a lot of people weren't, like I said, a lot of people weren't as familiar with it. And so they were like, oh, what is this? It looks weird. I don't like it. But then this happened, and this was chat. This was everyone. Instantly, it just won everyone over. And then later, Optimus shows up, and we get this golden nugget.
Much as you'd love to give me a face full of foam.
Oh man, that is classic. Face full of foam. And later he did. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like that, you got to give the show a chance. I know it looks weird, especially for Transformers. I think if it wasn't Transformers, it was some other property, it wouldn't look as weird because it's similar to like Teen Titans or something. It's not that it's an unappealing art style, but it's because it's Transformers that it throws so many people off. But if you give it a chance, the writing is awesome, and you have some really good moments.
What are you?
Duh, she's a girl.
My friends call me Black Arachnia.
So, like I said, she comes with her own memes. You gotta love that. All right, let me add these. Let me add these L slides. I can't believe I didn't do. I made them and then I didn't export them. I can't believe. Yeah, that was another waifu. That must be wrangled. That must be wrangled. It must be done. All right, let's see here. This will also give me a chance to add another contestant. We've got a couple other contestants here because the artist is still, Master Kraken is still sending me contestants. We've got a couple other contestants. I'll add those as well. And this is going to be crazy. We haven't even got to the Halloween costume contest yet. This is going to be wild. All right. I should have had like some elevator music or something ready. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. For the waifu of the week. All right, there we go. So yeah, we also had L from Men in Black. I can't believe I forgot to export these slides. But yeah, we had L, who has been featured in a previous Saturday morning lineup, but I have forgotten to previously wrangle her. So we got to include L because she is top waifu. Everyone loves her voice, legs. You know, she's got the great outfit, man, those legs. And the haircut too. That was another thing. I was actually surprised how many people pointed out her hairstyle as being like a favorite thing about her. That sort of, what do they call it? A bob? Is that a bob? I don't know what that hairstyle is called. Somebody with a higher intelligence stat. Like I said, I put all of my stats into strength and charisma. You know, what did Rex call me? The bacon barbarian or something? So yeah, I don't know. Somebody with higher intelligence stats. What is this cut? But I know that this was something that people pointed out. A lot of people are like, oh, I like that. And her voice, she's got, you know, awesome voice actress and a couple of different outfits. We get Scientist L at one point. She wasn't necessarily wearing that in the last episode, but just throughout the series, I just was kind of doing a brief overview of the full series and noticed that she had a couple of different looks throughout. So I think they changed her voice actress later too, which sucks. But the original voice actress, amazing. So yeah, can't leave out L. Can't believe that I did. Forgiveness, please, for leaving out L. Almost leaving out L. But see, that's what I'm saying. There were so many. We had so many waifus. There was just a lot to get together. All right. So that takes care of the normal proceedings. We got the memes, we got the Pete's, we got the waifu roundup. So let's get in to the first annual. Without further ado, it's time for the first annual Saturday Morning Waifu Halloween costume contest. Got to get all the slides ready. Brought to you by Master Kraken and Monster Energy Drink, because I think we were both downing the hell out of some Monster, staying up late, working on this stuff. Man, it was an event. Okay, I have one more to add. Let me add this last minute contestant here. And then we'll be good to start. Oh, and this is definitely, yeah, this contestant is worthy of being a last minute entry. All right, let's add that. Styling and profiling. We got the stage going on here. Custom stage by Master Kraken. We got all the waifus set up. Adding the last one in right now. Right there. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Oh, man. I hope you're made of sterner stuff, because we've got a lot of costumes here and you're going to need to be able to handle it. No zooking out. Cool. Buster Keaton. I'm going to make that a sound clip for like donations. So when donations go off, it's like, cool, Buster Keaton. And this will be another one too. And the Yeti! That's got to be another pop-up. All right. Box Night. Sorry. Box Night. This stream is going to be a struggle for me on No Nut November. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Box Nut. Exactly. All right. So we've got... I'm sorry. That's your name now. That's your name. I'm sorry. All right. So we've got our presenters here. Morgan and Felicia, our official presenters for the first annual Saturday Morning Waifu Halloween Costume Contest. And I don't really have too much to say about them other than they look amazing. They're not dressed as anything in particular, I don't think, other than just, elegant presenting evening wear. But they're not contestants. They're just our mistresses of ceremony, our MCs, mistress of ceremony. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And so this will just give you sort of a preview of what we're in for. Like I said, all of the art provided by Master Kraken. Shouts out. He's an amazing artist. He's done an amazing job, wonderful job on all of this stuff. So we've got our presenters here, Morgan and Felicia. And so what I think the way I'll do it is we'll have all the contestants one by one. I'll put them up on screen, right? And then I think we'll nominate a group to be voted on, because there's around a dozen, give or take. I can't remember the exact number, but it's around a dozen. And so I don't want to put up a poll with a dozen choices. So I think that what we'll do is we'll go through all the contestants, and then we'll sort of have like the chat do shouts out for their nominees, and the names that I see repeated the most, those will be the nominees. And then we'll vote. Then I can make a poll with like 6 or something. I don't know. We can still have like a good number. I just don't want to vote. I don't want to make like a poll with like 12 or 13 options. I just think that's a little ridiculous. Does Kraken ever show up in the chat? Yeah, he goes by 0 in the chat. So if you've seen 0, and I know he shows up a lot on the second channel. I don't know if he shows up too much on the main channel, but like he's a fan of Lex, so he might be watching Lex later on, because after this stream tonight at midnight on the speaking of the second channel, and I'll do a quick ad real quick. Damn, that was redundant. I'm highly regarded. Okay, we'll we'll do a quick ad here. But on the second channel after this stream at midnight Eastern time, we're gonna watch Lex, the second episode of Lex from the first season. It's kind of about movie length, like an hour and a half long. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Yes, Rex, I hope you're gonna be there for that. It's awesome. It's gonna be great. And that's what this show is brought to you by. This show is brought to you by Master Kraken, Monster Energy Drink, and Lex. All aboard the Lex Express. Tavern, you got a VPN for this? Hell yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it. Loyal Light says, why not a bracket? That's a good idea. We could do a bracket, like vote them down, like whittle them down. We could do that. Maybe pair them off. See who beats who. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. All right. Let's get into this costume contest, guys. Without further ado, we have our first contestant. Now, some of these you guys have seen. About half of them, I'd say, because we've shown 5 or 6 of them in previous streams. So you've seen about half, but half of them are brand new to you. And trust me, it's worth it. The ones that you haven't seen, holy shit. Is it worth it? So, without further ado, let's get into this. Our first contestant is Anaconda as Morgan. I think she's trying to suck up to one of the judges, one of the presenters here. Dressing as one of the presenters, Anaconda Snake Waifu from Zaiba 9 as Morgan from Darkstalkers. And like I said, you may have seen this one before, but it's wonderful art. The costume fits her very well with the little bone headpiece next to her bat ear things. And of course, the big floofy hair. So make sure you're wearing stinky water. Or wait, no, don't wear. She doesn't like stinky water. So don't wear your stinky water if you want Snake Waifu. She is a dirty wild thing. She likes it dirty. So we have Snake Waifu, Anaconda. Points for redhead. Yeah, yeah. Jason says she looks good, but I'm not a fan of the wings. Okay. Deke says, but can she cook? These are the need to know questions. See, Dick is he's asking the right questions. These are the need to know questions. Wild redhead. Yeah, she is a wild redhead, though. This is true. This is true. All right, next up we have Kiva from Megas XLR as Felicia. Another sucking up to the presenters, I see. What's going on here? What's going on here? Give her head pats. Give her head pats because that costume is very nice. But yeah, Kiva from Megas XLR. Another show that's full of memes, although more intentionally. I don't think RoboCop was meant to be so full of memes as it is, but Megas XLR, they knew what they were doing. Good cat girl waifu. What's not allowed? Feline motif. Things are heating up. Yeah, yeah. See, I think this one's going to be slightly more popular. I think it's pretty easy to tell like how the brackets may line up. Trying to corrupt the judge. Exactly. They are. They're trying to corrupt the judge. These judges can't be swayed. Stay strong, chat. Stay strong. You have to be unbiased. Don't be swayed. The couch is alive. Yes, the couch is alive. So it's one lucky couch. Luke says, I'm already corrupted. Oh no. Yeah, Cobra would eat her cat food though. He would bring her cat food and then eat it. All right, next up we have Zelda, Vampire Zelda. Finally, an original costume, not playing to the judges. She even brought an accessory. A lot of these waifus brought their own accessories. This one's alive too. All these living furniture. Oh boy, smooching time. Only if she wins. She probably told Link, like, if I win, I have to win. Unplanned moron. Well, excuse me, mommy. Yeah, let's specify that this is Goth Zelda. This isn't regular Zelda. This is the doppelganger Goth Zelda as the vampire. Taking a page out of Kiva's book with the living furniture. So we've got our Zelda vampire waifu. Luis says of age goth princess. I love the cover descriptions, man. Like the cover references and descriptions and stuff. These are great. These are great. All right. Next up, we have a lot of people's favorite. This one's going to be tough to beat. I think this is a top runner here. Hannah, who we've already discussed, is one of the top waifus of all Saturday morning. And she's dressed as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Yeah, we got Hannah Dundee, Mistress of the Jungle, baby. Luis says hashtag Team Hannah. Yeah, a lot of people I think are going to be on Team Hannah. Hannah as Elvira, a killer combination.
I guess you could say it's a deadly combination.
Oh, it's killing my voice. Okay, I don't think I can do any more Crypt Keeper. Yeah, it's a killer combo, though. Unplanned Moron says she has my vote. Yeah, see, I think this is going to be the one to beat. I think this is going to be the one to beat out of all the costumes that we're going to see tonight. I think Hannah as Elvira, she is the one to beat. Saturday morning queen. But it's not over yet. We still have a lot to go. And we'll come back through these as we recap for the vote. So don't worry. Tavern says, I need sidekicks like the Witch and the Vault Keeper. Only if the Vault Keeper is actually voiced by Magneto. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Cadillacs and waifus. Hell yeah. So take this one in. You know, keep all of these in your mind as we go through. Like I said, we'll come back through. We'll review them again. But you gotta keep them in your mind and make mental notes of which one is your favorite. Who's your top waifu? Liana says Neff and Staffu need to be here. Well, Liana, just all good things to those who wait. Just be patient now. I don't want to give any spoilers. All right, next up we have Talon from Skeleton Warriors as Angela from Spawn. So this one is a bit of a deep cut. Actually, it's like a double deep cut because Skeleton Warriors is a little lesser known. I don't think it's as well known as most of the other Saturday morning cartoons. Maybe a lot of you guys have seen it or heard of it because it's Skeleton Warriors, right? Among the obscure things, it's a good one, but it is still pretty obscure. And then Angela from Spawn is somewhat of an obscure character because not only did she never get fully fleshed out in Spawn, at least I don't think she did. She ended up getting sold over to Marvel, or the rights for her character got sold over to Marvel. And so, and they went in a whole different direction with her. So it's like kind of this weird double deep dive of character references where you've got Talon, who is this awesome redhead from Skeleton Warriors. dressed up as Angela, who is an awesome redhead from Spawn, which is another show that has a lot of that similar aesthetic, you know, a lot of skulls and bones and stuff, right? So the aesthetic matches perfectly. And she's also got her own living furniture. I don't know what this running gag is with living furniture, but I don't know. Maybe because props were limited, you know? You could only bring on so many props to the stage. And so they said, well, this is another person. It's not listed in the rule. They found a loophole in the rules. I don't know. Everything is thighs. Yes, tonight everything is thighs. And I don't know. I'm having a hard time even getting through without hearing the Skeleton Warriors theme song. The da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, I can just hear that guitar riff right now. Living Dead furniture. That's the Rob Zombie hit that we never got. We never got the Rob Zombie hit song Living Dead furniture. What a shame. Dude, he should use, that's what he should do. Rob Zombie should use the Skeleton Warriors guitar riff and then make a song about Living Dead furniture. That's a terrible idea. Okay, so we have Talon as Angela. Next contestant, we have Robin, Space Waifu. This is a new contestant alert. Now we're getting into the new stuff that you guys haven't seen yet. So this is Robin from Robin and the Dreamweavers. And it's sort of like a classic space waifu. It gives me vibes from Space Ace, as well as a little bit of Power Girl from DC, you know, DC Comics Power Girl. But I love how she's got the flag, the Orbital Bacon flag. She's ready to claim some planets in the name of bacon. Claim some moons, all right? We've got the full moon. Ready to put that flag on the, plant it firmly into that full moon. Jason's keeping tabs here. He says Robin, Angela, Hannah, Kiva, Anaconda, Zelda. Excellent, man. Excellent. Yeah, Louise, the boob window is very reminiscent of Power Girl. It's heart-shaped, which is awesome, but it's very reminiscent of Power Girl. And then, like, the overall outfit, like, especially the boots and the gloves, remind me of Kimberly from Space Ace. So it's this hybrid of Kimberly and Power Girl, who Power Girl is technically an alien. She's also kind of a, you know, like a space girl. She's from Krypton, right? And it's like this hybrid mixed with, well, not mixed. It's Robin as this hybrid. And I don't know. It just works, man. It just works. Like, even if she doesn't end up winning everyone's vote, I think that I'm going to use her as like a mascot, because she looks so good as just this classic retro space, even a little bit of an anime vibe. You know, you can see a bit of a magical girl, Sailor Moon vibe to the inspiration of her costume design. And so it's all reminiscent of like the classic stuff that we love, the comics, the cartoons, the anime, all from that time period. And then of course she's got the bacon flag, right? The orbital bacon flag. And so even if she doesn't win the contest tonight, she's definitely going to stick around as a mascot in some shape or form. And I love Robin and the Dreamweavers. It's one of my personal favorite movies of all the movies that we've played from the Saturday night movies. There's not a lot. There's only like a handful, like maybe 10 or so. But Robin and the Dreamweavers might be my favorite. I really love it. It's so weird. It's so bizarre. I just love it. So she's got like the judge's choice from me, but I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to be like, and so she's the winner. You know, we're still going to have a proper vote and everything. I'm just saying that, like, I love this design, love the character. Definitely going to have her stick around as a mascot for the channel. Oh Oh yeah, and we also had Drugs Bunny. We can't forget Drugs Bunny from Robin and the Dreamweavers. I even made a shirt from that. Drugs Bunny, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right. So this is the first new one that you guys haven't seen from a previous stream. So let's get in. We've got some more. Oh man, it's only gonna get better. Here we go. Here we go. We've got the chair waifu. I believe her name was Ottoman. I think that's what I don't know. Did they give her an official name in the show? I think it was Ottoman. Everyone just called her chair waifu because she always sat on a floating chair. But she had her hair done up in that sort of messy bun. And she had the look, you know, the sort of demeanor of Jean Grey when she was a part of the Hellfire Club. If you guys remember the Hellfire Club from the Dark Phoenix saga, Jean Grey was like this Dami mommy, you know, she had the black leather going on. She had her hair done up in a messy bun, and of course both being redheads. So we've got an obvious throwback to that with the addition of another living furniture. You also get some Hellraiser in there. She's kind of, it's like, you know how Robin was a mixture? Robin was sort of a hybrid. This is another hybrid. You get Hellraiser. She's definitely got some Cenobite vibes. So you got some Hellraiser. You got some Black Queen from the Hellfire Club, Jean Grey. And then, of course, sitting on a chair, because she is the chair waifu from the Tick. The Ottoman, yeah. Red hair equals good. Hellfire Jean. The Ottoman Empire. Hell yeah. Yeah, it looks like that. Is that the tongue? Is that the chair's tongue? Or is that like her dress? I can't tell. I can't tell if that's the bottom of her cape. Because she's got a cape. So I don't know if that's the bottom of her cape or if that's the chair's tongue. Either way, the tooth is like digging into her thigh there. It's definitely the chair of pain. It's a lucky chair. Oh, the artist just messaged me. He said it's the tongue. So according to the artist, that is the tongue. The chat is already saying, the chat's already like deeming it. I'm seeing tongue emojis. That is absolutely the, yeah, everybody's already like deeming it the tongue. I tried to play it off like, yeah, it's the cape. Nope. Yeah, it's a slurp. Waste of space says yes, a slurp. Oh man. Oh man, you guys are killing me. All right, so okay guys, yeah, Rex, from now on I identify as a chair. I'm gonna go by chair pronouns, chair self pronouns, okay? I am chair and chair self. Who's with me? Who's on team chair? Because this is like a running gag tonight. All this living furniture. Who's on team chair? Yo, wasn't there a Tick villain named Chairface Chippendale or something? And his whole head was a chair. Yo, he's our king. He's our king. One of us. He tried to carve his name into the moon, but it stopped halfway through, and so the moon just says cha. Yeah, Chairface's head was a chair, dude. He's our king. Chairface, dude, one of us. Chair and chair self. Dude, the chat's going crazy. Like, everyone identifies as a chair now. We all have chair pronouns. We all have chair pronouns now. Cha. Yeah, cha and cha self. Cha and Cha Self. One of us. Spoon. Dude, I don't know. I think she's a top runner now. I think Chair Waifu is a top runner. She has a lovely chest of drawers. I've been watching too much Crypt Keeper. I'm coming up with all these bad puns.
You could say she had a nice chest of drawers.
Okay, that was bad. That was bad. I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave. I'll leave the presenting. The host can come back. They can take over. No more bad puns. All right, next up we have Lana, Princess Lana. We got a wardrobe malfunction. I can't even keep a straight face. Tales from the Chairkeeper. I can't keep a straight face looking at chat. You guys are killing me. Tales from the Chairkeeper. Yeah, we've got a wardrobe malfunction here. Princess Lana was trying to go as Neffy from Mummies Alive, but Kati is being a mischievous cat, as cats will do. Cats are known to be mischievous. Did any of you even notice the cat? Has anyone even noticed the cat? Cheetos. Did anyone notice Cheetos? But yeah, as cats are known to do, they are mischievous. They'll tug on things, especially strings, ribbons, things like that. So apparently, Princess Lana was trying to do an authentic mummy rap, but the bandages were hanging too low, and now we've got a wardrobe malfunction. This is terrible or awesome. Depends on how you look at it. Tavern says Master Kraken is a fucking madman. Yes, dude, he's a mad lad. He's the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT, the greatest. Yeah, he's a mad lad. Quan says, I noticed, I just didn't care. Hey, at least you're honest, man. At least you're honest. Yeah, the tan lines are a nice touch, right? Because she's always wearing that tube top. Even in different outfits, she always has the tube top going on. So of course there would be tan lines. But hey, at least she wasn't going commando, so we don't get the stream taken down. I don't know. I don't know if that would have been too spicy for YouTube if she was going commando. Maybe maybe there'll be a variant on the Discord or something. The commando variant can be on the Discord. If Master Kraken, if you're listening, can we get the commando variant for the true supporters? CJ says, I don't know why I'm talking if you don't see my comment. I see you, man. I see you. It's just hard to keep up with everybody. I can only respond to so much. So patience, please. Patience, please. I'll try to get to everybody's comments in due time. But that's also why I have the super chat thing. It helps both of us. Guarantees that I see your chat and helps support the channel at the same time. All right, Master Kraken just said, yes, we can get the commando variant. All right. All right, so we've got Lana is, I think, another top runner. Who do you guys think? Okay, so far, before we keep going. Oh, you know what? Let me send you guys, I'll send you guys the link to the Discord. I'm going to send you guys a link to the Discord. And before we continue, I want you guys to tell me, who do you think is the top runner. Or you could even say top 2 if you wanted. You could even say top 2. But who is your top, or maybe top 2, but like, just before we continue, because we've got a lot to cover still. And I could even do a quick recap if we need to. And then I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it a few seconds because I know there's a slight delay. But I'm curious. I want to see who so far who you're thinking is gonna be your vote. I'm seeing a couple of people say Kiva. Kagi and Liana are both saying Kiva. Okay. You guys want to recap? All right, let's do a recap real quick. Give me just a second here. I'm adding in another contestant because Master Kraken is a mad lad. Give me 1 second to do that, and we'll do a recap. All right. Whoa. Didn't mean to advance there yet. No spoilers. No spoilers. My bad. My bad. No spoilers, guys. Got to do a recap. All right, so we got Anaconda. We've got Anaconda as Morgan. Sorry, I'll do this proper. I know it's a spoiler. Too late. Don't worry. We're coming back. We've got Anaconda as Morgan. We've got Kiva as Felicia, and she gets head pats. We've got Zelda, Goth Zelda, specifically Goth Zelda as a vampire. Dommy Mommy vampire. We have Hannah Dundee from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs as Elvira. We have Talon from Skeleton Warriors as Angela from Spawn. We have Robin from Robin and the Dreamweavers as a sort of a late 80s, early 90s anime magical space waifu. We have the Ottoman or chair waifu from The Tick as a mix of Black Queen Jean Grey and Cinnabites Hellraiser energy. She's got the chair of pain there, complete with a slurp. And then, of course, we have Lana as Nefertina having a wardrobe malfunction. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and create a poll. Let me create a poll real quick. Okay, so we had Anna. We have Eva. How many options? Can I only... Oh, I can only add 2? What? That's lame. Get rid of this. Oh, here's... Okay. No, I can... Okay, I can have 4 options. I can have 4 options at a time. I can have 4. Okay. So that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll start with these 4. So let's go back. So we're starting with Anna, Kiva, Zelda, and Hannah. So I'm going to cycle through these 4 as you make your vote. I want to... Okay. Kiva's in the lead. Wow. Kiva's in the lead. Kiva has a strong lead. So we have Anna, we have Kiva. Kiva's in the lead right now. Hannah's close behind. Zelda in 3rd place. This is Hannah right here.
Hashtag Team Kiva or we Zook suit riot up in this piece. Zook Zook. Where my Team Kiva peeps type woo.
Zook Zook. There's gonna be a Zook riot. Oh no. Oh no. Can't have a Zook riot. So these are the 4 we're voting on right now. Zelda, Hannah, Anna, and Kiva. Thank you, Grim. Pizza rolls for you, good sir. Pizza rolls for you. There's gonna be a Zook riot. Somebody call. And the Yeti! Uh-oh, Hannah's pulled into the lead. Hannah's pulled into the lead. How many votes? 38 votes with 78 people watching. So only about half of you have voted. Come on, guys. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. This is only the first round. This isn't like your final vote. Don't worry. You're going to get to vote again. Kiva is from Megas XLR. She's dressed as Felicia from Darkstalkers. And she was originally from Megas XLR. We have Kiva and Hannah. And it looks like Hannah has pulled into a pretty strong lead. Cementing that lead. Yeah, like this is actually pretty surprising because Kiva pulled out so strong in first place at first anyway, that it was like a shock. I was like, whoa, she's actually going to take this first round here. But now Hannah's coming back. It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. I gotta say. Kiva pulled out. No. No, Raul. Where the bad puns are over. I guess that's more phrasing. That's probably phrasing. All right, looks like Hannah's the winner. I'm about to end the poll. We've got 50 votes in. That's almost everybody. That's like 2/3. Yeah, I know, Raul. I know. That's why I said it's phrasing. That's on me. Chocula says, I'm gonna need that Kiva tatted on my thigh. Okay. Should we end the poll? Has everyone got their votes in that wants to vote? Because we've got more to go through. We've got more to go. And we've got to end before midnight so that we can watch Lex. All right, we're going to end it. Hannah wins that one with 45%. Kiva, it's second place. Kiva at 29, almost 30%, but like that's a pretty hefty win for Hannah. Only 7% for Anna. Yeah, I feel bad for Snake Waifu. I actually feel kind of bad for her. Okay. We'll do another round in a second. I want to get some more contestants in here. So this was a little bit of a spoiler because I pressed the button by accident, but now we can get a good look at Voodoo from Wildcats, 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 Wildcats. Everybody gasp. Everybody, it's Voodoo as Flashdance, like total 80s reference. I love it. Flashdance Voodoo. Everybody gasp. It's our gasping queen, our dancing queen. Not only is she our gasping queen, but she's our dancing queen. And if anybody is familiar with the character beyond the memes, you know, the stuff that we sort of make fun of her for in the show, in the comic, she was a exotic dancer. I'll just put it that way in the comics. And so the Flashdance reference works on numerous levels. She's also dummy thick. The clap of her ass cheeks alert the bad guys every time they go to the enemy base. But yeah, the Flashdance reference works really well. She looks awesome. I like how it's a take on her comic book outfit as well, because in the cartoon, you know, they gave her like this full bodysuit, kind of like Rogue almost. You know, they were covering her up as much as possible, even though it was skin tight, as painted on, but you know, it was like covering her. But in the comics, this was a lot closer to what her outfit actually looked like. She had more leg exposed and stuff. So this is definitely a nice reference, deep cut, at like we like it. Definitely running out of breath though from all the gasping. Yeah, the leg warmers, Rex. Hell yeah, man. I'm a sucker for those leg warmers too. Those like 80s style ones, the big fluffy ones. I'm a sucker for that shit. This whole look, actually, like the little tank top. It's like I guess it's the workout, the 80s workout vibe. Like the leotard with the tank top and the leg warmers. Man, I'm a sucker for that. So this will be I don't know, this is going to be like round 3 or something, since we can only do 4 at a time in the poll. Only 4 waifus on the poll at a time, okay? That's a load-bearing poll. It's structurally sound, but we can't have more than 4 waifus on at a time, because if that thing comes down, the whole building comes down. So yeah, round 2 is probably going to be whatever waifus she'll be like in round 3. But keep her in mind as we go on. Kaiser says new number 1. Uh-oh, new number 1. She's a new number 1. Oh, that's strong words. That's strong words, man. All right, next up we have Roxy from Gen 13. So this one is a little old school, because this one goes back to the very first Saturday night movie that I did, and this was months ago. I know I was making a joke earlier about, it feels like we watched a show like a few months ago, but this one was months ago. This was like the very first Saturday night movie, and we watched Gen 13, which was a previously, or I want to say unreleased, but I think it had like a small release in Australia or something, you know, but it was a mostly previously unreleased animated movie based on the comics of the same name. And it got lost in the shuffle of rights management, because it was a Wildstorm, which I think was under DC at the time. Or no. It wasn't yet under DC at the time. It was independent at the time. And so Disney was the ones who were like, hey, we'll produce this movie, you know, because they want to make money off of animated movies, and comic books were popular. So they're like, hey, we'll make this movie, this animated movie based on your comics. And then before the movie came out, it got bought by DC, who's owned by Warner Brothers, which is like the rival of Disney. So they just like never released it. It got buried. So that was why it was our first Saturday night movie. And this is like a reference to Galaxy Rangers. If anybody's wondering, why does it say no guts, no glory? That's a reference to Galaxy Rangers, which is also why she's dressed up as a cowgirl, because Galaxy Rangers is like this sci-fi space Western thing. But yeah, it's got like space cowboys. And she's also a cat girl, because we love our cat girls here. More head pat. Well, no, she's too small for head pats. No head pats for you, Roxy. But yeah, no guts, no glory, as well as the cowgirl outfit is a reference to Galaxy Rangers. And then the character Roxy from Gen 13. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen it. That's one of the more highly viewed videos that I have on my channel. So most of you have probably seen Gen 13. If you haven't, go check it out, because it's awesome. But that's this character, Roxy. And it's just, you know, sort of a generic cowgirl. We don't have too specific of a reference. At least as far as I know, I think this is just sort of a generic cowgirl. But hey, that's all you need when you also have the catgirl motif going on and shouting out Galaxy Rangers with a banger of a theme song. Absolute banger. And spoiler warning, we'll be hearing it tomorrow morning. So I hope you guys are there for tomorrow morning, Saturday morning lineup, because Galaxy Rangers makes another appearance there as well. Next up, we have the Egyptian executive mommy waifu. This is from Mummies Alive. Presley's mom. Presley's mom has got it going on. All right, Presley's mom has got it going on. We've got what a lot of people just refer to her as the executive mommy waifu. But we've got executive mommy waifu from Mummies Alive. And we've seen her previously donning the cat ears in a previous lineup. But because she was wearing her regular outfit from the show, we got a new one here where she's dressed as like one of those casino girls, or, you know, like what do they call them? Like Roxettes or something? I'm blanking on the name. But yes, cat girls everywhere. Cat girls everywhere. Indeed. Indeed. Presley's mom has got it going on. Rockettes. That's what it, yeah, Rockettes. Weren't they the ones that like would dance on the stage at Vegas, and they would wear similar outfits? Well, they had a lot of different outfits, but this was like one of them, right? And they would do like the leg, they would all line up and do the leg dances. That's what I'm thinking of, right? Am I having a boomer moment or something? Am I blanking out? It was in New York. Of all the things I got wrong, I said it was Vegas when it was New York. Okay. But I'm pretty sure that's what the reference is as far as the outfit goes. Hey, yeah, that's right, Luke. I was at least on the right path. Exactly. All right, should we do a quick recap, another vote? Another block of 4. Let's go back. Let's see. All right, so Hannah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. So we have Talon. I'm going to make another poll real quick. Talon. Robin. What was it? Ottoman? So used to calling her chair waifu. I keep forgetting her real name. And Lana. All right, here we go. So Hannah won of the first group. Hannah won from the first group. So now we have Talon, Robin, chair waifu. I'm just going to call her chair waifu. I don't care. And Lana. Who's going to win from the second group? Lana is pulling out in front, in the lead. It's a strong lead too. Oh no, wait. Chair waifu's catching up. Robin's got a couple of votes. I'm glad Robin at least got a couple of votes. I'm happy for Robin. I'm actually surprised how many votes Talon is getting. I thought, Talon would just fall by the wayside to some of the other contestants, but I mean, that is a lovely outfit. It's a very nice outfit. Everything is thighs. Chair waifu. I see some people in the chat saying chair waifu. But it looks like Lana might be the victor. Chocula says, why are these so good? I can't choose. Because Master Kraken, the artist, is a mad lad, dude. He's awesome. Oh wow, Talon's getting some more votes. Looks like Lana's pulling out into the lead though, pretty steady. Pretty significant. Luke says, I have the Lana t-shirt. How could I not vote for her? Hell yeah, man. I got the Lana t-shirt as well. I got Lana and Hannah. I want to end up getting all of them, but I started with those two. Time to stuff the ballot box. No, Rex. This is a fair and honest. Have you guys been joining the Discord server? I put the link out a while ago. How many people joined? Looks like we got a good number of people in here. That's good. D-Glass got in here. Okay, okay, good. We got like a lot of new people. I'll put another here. Let me put another Discord invite, and you guys can join the Discord. And after the stream, obviously they're not in there yet because that would be spoilers. But after the stream, I'll post all of these waifus. Okay, now we've got 43 votes out of about 70 people watching, so that's a little over half. Get those votes in real quick. I'm about to end the poll, even though it looks like Lana's the clear winner. Get your votes in if you haven't. Baconeers are passing through the Stargate. Hell yeah, man. Got a lot of new people. $45 votes. If we can get up to 50 votes, I'll end the poll. So that way we at least have like a good majority of the viewers having submitted a vote. I don't know. It looks like Lana's going to win regardless. I don't know if anybody could sway it at this point. Real quick, this is Talon, this is Robin, Ottoman, and Lana. Just in case anybody didn't know who was who. It seems like whoever I leave up on the screen gets the straggler votes. I got to shuffle through them more. Praise the sofa. Herbal says Lana all day, every day. Yeah, can't argue with that, Herbal. Can't argue with that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll here. It looks like it's a pretty decisive victory for Lana. Can't blame you. Can't blame you. Awesome costume. A reference to a show that a lot of us enjoyed. I think just about every one of us enjoyed Mummies Alive. I can't remember anyone not liking it during the chat. Like, I mean, we would riff on it, right? But most of us really loved Mummies Alive, like genuinely loved it. It was a great show. So, and then Lana, Princess Lana, top waifu, Captain and the Game Master, top waifu. And then this picture is great. So I can't really blame you. I think between this and Hannah, these are going to be like the two to beat. You've got Hannah as Elvira. You've got Lana with the wardrobe malfunction. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for these two to be defeated, I think. Let me make sure you guys are getting the roles so that you can... It's like overloading the bot. It's just funny. All right. Yeah, that is a lot of people. But that's cool. I'm glad everybody's making it in. All right. Let's go on to the next round. So we already saw Voodoo and Roxy. So the next two, we'll keep this in blocks of 4. So the next two, oh, and then we saw Presley's mom. So the fourth one is April. Now, we haven't watched too much Ninja Turtles on the channel. We did watch the anime, the Japanese anime, and we have seen an episode of the 2003 series. But everybody knows April O'Neil. Everybody loves April O'Neil. I don't think there's any problem with including April in the lineup here. and she's dressed as a turtle. It's kind of it's funny because there's multiple references going on here. At first glance, you would think, okay, she's just dressed as a turtle, but in my memory, anyway, I could be wrong, but in my memory, the one who had the yellow mask was Zach, the fifth turtle. He considered himself the fifth turtle. He was just a kid. He was just this like annoying little kid. I actually hated Zach, the fifth Ninja Turtle. He was like this annoying little kid, but he would put on this little headband that was like yellow and green. I think it had like a duo tone, like a two-tone. It was yellow and green. But he also had a trash can lid as like a backpack to look like a shell. And so a lot of April's outfit that she's got going on right here is reminiscent of Zack, the fifth Ninja Turtle. But then of course, she's also got her yellow jumpsuit that had the zipper and everything. So it's reminiscent of her original costume as well. So the references are just like deep cuts to the turtle lore. And not just the turtle lore, because I don't know, you're probably distracted. I know I am, but she's sitting on a Mario pipe because, you know, the Mario pipes go to the sewers, right? So she's sitting on a Mario pipe. And there's the plants there too, the piranha plants. So we've got Mario references going on. We've got an obvious Ninja Turtle reference with April herself, but then she's got deep cut turtle references in her outfit. So it's just like massive geek levels, you know, just deep cuts, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. So the next four that we have, let's recap real quick and we'll get another poll started. I'll start the poll while April's on the screen. Or actually, let me go back because I've already forgot this block of four. Okay, it starts with Voodoo. Voodoo, Roxy, Presley's mom. Does she even have a name? Like in the show, did she have a real name? I think it was just Presley's mom. And April. Basewave says April's gonna solo this round. I don't know. Voodoo's popular too. Voodoo is really popular too. Flashdance Voodoo. Damn, look at that. Okay, I know there's always a character that pulls out to an early lead. But April, holy shit, I was not expecting that. Basewave, you might be right. This might be just a squash match. This is Ultimate Warrior versus Honky Tonk Man for the Intercontinental Belt. 45-second squash match. I know, Grim. I know, Voodoo. Like I'm like, no, Voodoo. She has my vote. Voodoo has my vote, but I mean, we're doing true democracy here. The other two don't even stand a chance. I feel bad for Roxy because she got like one vote. I'm actually surprised Presley's mom didn't get more votes because a lot of people like Presley's mom. But April is just killing it. Absolutely killing it. Grim demands a recount. Grim demands a recount.
I don't know, Grim. I think the competition was too stiff.
Yeah, I think April wins this one. It's like not even a contest. Brutality, man. Absolutely. I'm just going to go ahead and end the poll. Just absolute brutal victory. April just destroyed them. Now I want to see April go against Hannah. This is where it's going to really get good. When April goes against Hannah. Oh man. Oh man, like this is the competition. is really heating up. I don't know, guys. All right, let me make sure. Are all of these in here? Okay, yeah. I think all the contestants have been entered. I'm just going back through to make sure. Yeah, we got them all. Okay. So next up, we got a couple more, chat. Staffu, Triple X, SMW, SMW, SMW. I know a lot of you guys were waiting on Staffu, and you were wondering, would Staffu make an appearance? She is fused with Triple X from Robin and the Dreamweavers for the ultimate Halloween costume contest entrant. Look out, April. Look out, Hannah. The chat is going wild. Waifu Mania running wild. The chat's losing it. The chat's marking out. SMW, SMW, SMW.
And the Yeti!
I'm just watching the chat, man. The chat's like losing their minds. It's amazing. All right, so Staffu is from Mummies Alive. She was the little golden, like living snake staff. Because I'm assuming it was just meant to be like a staff, you know, like a magical rod. Phrasing. But she was alive, you know, she had this personality, an awesome personality, and she pretty much stole the show. As much as we love Nefertina, when Staffu was on screen, it was like everyone was marking out. She stole the show. But she never really got a human form. And then you have Triple X, the outfit, if you're wondering what this outfit is from. It's based on Triple X from Robin and the Dreamweavers, who never got a face reveal. It's like the opposite of Staffu. You know, Staffu never got a human body. Triple X never got a face reveal. So we've sort of taken care of that. I don't know. And it's up to you to decide. Is this a Staffu human form? Is this a Triple X face reveal just wearing a Staffu hoodie? They had the same voice actress. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but they had the same voice actress. So it's like way too perfect that it would be Staffu as Triple X. Rex says this is human Staffu dressed as Triple X. I like that. See, I like that. That's probably going to be my headcanon as well. I think that would be my headcanon as well. April was too much waifu. I don't know. We're gonna have another at least one more vote before like the final round. So I don't know. This is tough, chat. This is tough. Yeah, you're really gonna have to choose, Vesh. You're really gonna have to choose. All right, there's one more entrant here. We have one more contestant. I believe this is the final contestant. This is a newer waifu. In fact, she was wrangled just earlier tonight. JB McBride, the judge waifu from Brave Star, as Lady Rawhide from Zorro. So this is another deep cut because Zorro is like a deep cut universe, and the I don't even know if this character is in the cartoon because we watched the cartoon like once. I think I put one episode a while ago, a couple volumes back, and Lady Rawhide doesn't show up in that episode, but I don't even know if she shows up in the cartoon at all. So this is like a real deep cut from the Zorro universe, but it's appropriate because it's like a Western style universe. And of course, Brave Star is like a sci-fi Western. And then you've got Redhead waifu, another sort of dommy mommy thing going on, much like the chair waifu with the whip. And I'm surprised that her furniture is not alive. She's got furniture. That doesn't surprise me. At this point, I'm not surprised by furniture. What surprised me is that it's not living furniture. It's just a regular stool. That's that's the weird thing. That's how you know we've lost our minds here at the orbital station. It's when we expect the furniture to be alive. We're confused when furniture's not alive. Or maybe it is and it's just asleep. that's There you go. Master Kraken says it's alive. It's just asleep. The stool is just sleeping. So there you go. There you go. So all the furniture is alive. All the furniture is still alive. Now, I have. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm forgetting 2 contestants. Man? This is like L. This is like Agent L. I don't know why I keep forgetting these contestants like this. This is shame on me, chat. Shame on me. All right, I got 2 more contestants for you because that'll be our final group of 4 here. Okay, that'll be our final group of 4. Let me get these last 2 contestants here, chat. Can't believe it. What's wrong with me? I'm slipping, chat. I'm on the Zook. This is what your brain on Zook. This is what it does, man. Got to be careful. All right, let's get this. I need to get these slides ready real quick. Let's get this one here. Alrighty. Yeah, because I bet a lot of you are probably wondering, what about Tara? What about Tara from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? We had that post earlier. And I bet you all want to know what's under the cape. What's under the cape? All right, we're going to find out. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry. We've got another contestant too. Tara's not really a spoiler because I kind of spoiled her already in the community post. Already was a giveaway. All right, here we go. Let's add these. I don't know why it's like jumping around like that. Okay. I guess you got a brief recap because it was just like jumping around. All right, here we go. Are you guys ready for this? You guys ready? This is the big one right here. Tara from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Tomato Waifu. We got to know. What's going on? What's under the cape? Tomato Waifu. She's ripe. Delicious. Any guesses? What's in the box? What's in the cape? Ketchup. She's hiding the tomatoes. Some people are actually, I'm surprised. Some people are getting it right. Some people are getting it. Maybe I think the caller is the giveaway. But you guys remember that episode that we watched a couple weeks ago where she got turned into a vampire, a kissing vampire. And chat was going nuts on that one too. That was another one where like chat lost its collective mind when she was revealed as Tomato Vampire Waifu. So, as a reference, what's under the cave? I see a lot of people like, hopefully nothing, but I can't. You guys, I would get like banned in a second if there was absolutely nothing under the cave. But some people have guessed it correctly, so let's reveal it. Vampirella. Tomato waifu as Vampirella. She was already the perfect vampire waifu in that episode. This might be the new top. Look at people are saying winner, winner. It's Halloween tradition, of course. Yeah, Vampirella's costume is classic. Immediately recognizable. Very iconic. Ranma says no contest. Man, I don't know. I think it is going to be a contest. The final four are shaping up to be Hannah, Lana, April, and Tara, which is Tomato Waifu. That is quite the final four. I don't know, guys. Like, that's going to be tough to beat. That's going to be real tough to beat. Okay, we have one more contestant. One more contestant here. Let's get her slide loaded. Load the chamber. All right. And then we'll do our last two votes. We got two more votes. Two more votes to do. All right. So our last contestant. We've had all of these wonderful, lovely contestants. Last but certainly not least, we have Nico from Galaxy Rangers doing a Dirty Pair reference. Because, you know, we love our classic anime. We love our classic anime on here. War Wizard says merch, merch, merch. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be making merch out of like all of this. The Robin is going to be like a mascot, basically. Vampirella Tomato Waifu, definitely. You guys are going to be seeing shirts, stickers, mugs, posters, all that stuff. It's going to be coming up real soon. So last but certainly not least, we have Nico from Galaxy Rangers as Dirty Pair. A nice sci-fi anime reference. Because, you know, Galaxy Rangers has that sort of like sci-fi anime look. Yeah, Rex gets it. Yuri from Dirty Pair, exactly. Yeah, that's not, I know that sounds like a phrasing joke or whatever, but it's the name of the anime. No guts, no glory. All right. This is going to be a tough. Oh man, Staffu. Staffu's in here too. Okay. Got to start another poll here. Here we go. We've got Staffu. We've got Judge Waifu. We've got Tara. And Nico. All right, here we go. Here we go, chat. As if I don't already know. As if I don't already know who's going to win. As if I don't already know. But there's also Staffu. I don't know how is Staffu not winning, you know? That's what makes this so tough. It's like a near impossible decision. Although not for the chat. Look at the chat. It's a landslide. Landslide. Rex says betrayed. Betrayed me. Yeah, dude, Rex, like I thought Staffu was gonna have more of a neck and neck battle with Terra. I knew that Judge Waifu and Nico would be lower just because they're not as popular. You know, let's be real. They're not as popular as Terra or Staffu. But look at Staffu's numbers though. I'm just surprised they're so low. We need to get some more votes in. There's like 70 something people watching and only 35 votes. That's only half the people. Come on, guys, get your votes in. It might not be too late to save one of these characters if you think that Terra shouldn't win. Your vote could swing it. Only about half the viewers have voted. Luke says it's the Vampirella costume. It's so classic. Yeah, I mean, it does sort of put it over the top. The fact that she still has her little late 80s, early 90s hair floof, you know, the little top ponytail hair floof with the Vampirella outfit, that's what makes it. Richard says if you vote for Staffu, you get immortality. Curtis says Tara's cheating because she has 2 picks. Well, because this one, it was like the teaser image, right? It's like, hey, you got to be here to see what's under the cape. It's not the full outfit. Let's not forget Nico. Nico needs love too. The tease from Terra is strong. Is that what it was? Is the fact that she teased it off as, you know, like what's under the cape? Is that what did it? I mean, I know the Vampirella costume is awesome, but was it the added teasing? Blah Diddy, you want to find the Kissing Vampire episode? All right, go to Halloween Mix number 2. It's on the playlist. I've got a playlist on my channel. If you go to the homepage of my channel, the playlist at the top is the Halloween cartoons right there. And it's got 3 or actually 4 now Halloween mixes for Saturday morning cartoons. Mix number 2 has Terra on the thumbnail. Like you'll see her. You'll see Vampire Terra in the thumbnail, her face. And it's in the description, the timestamp, if you want to cut right to the episode or if you just want to watch the whole thing, either way. But you can cut right to the episode. And the whole episode is hilarious. You know, I recommend watching the whole thing, but she's in a good half of it, I'd say. She gets turned about halfway through. So if you want to find the source for why Terra is a vampire, it's from Spatula, the Lord of Dorkness. That was the name of the episode, but it's in volume 2 or mix 2, whatever I called it, of the Halloween Saturday morning cartoons. All right, I'm going to end the poll because we had about 2/3 of the people vote. Obviously, Terra's winning this one. It's like April. It's like April. Okay, now guys, that brings us down to the final 4. Are you guys ready for this? This is it. This brings us down to the final 4. So we've got Terra. Like maybe I should rearrange. Let's see if I can rearrange these so that I can cut between them easier. So it's let's see, 9. Give me a second to get this set up. We'll have the presenters back up while I sort out the final 4 here. So it's let's see, it's 9, it's 4, 9, 13, and 12. All right. Those are the slide numbers I have to. Okay. Little bit of behind the scenes stuff going on here. There we go. All right, here we go. Here's our final four. This is our final four. Probably should have put the other picture of Tara up though, because that's the more recognizable one. There we go. Okay. That's our final four. Should I could probably put them all up on screen at the same time if I were less regarded, but I'm too regarded to have them all up at the same time. All right, here we go. Final voting poll, final countdown. I have no idea who's going to win this one. To be honest, I have no idea who's going to win. The competition is fierce. All of these dominated in their respective brackets. I don't know. This is tough. Here we go, chat. Here we go. It's the final countdown, the final poll. We have Hannah, Lana, April, and Tara. Who's going to be the winner of the first annual Saturday Morning Waifu Halloween costume contest? Dude, like April is just destroying it. I'm actually really shocked at that. I thought Hannah would be more of a contender here. I'm surprised Lana's like in last place. This is crazy. Is it the turtle power? Is that what it is? She has turtle power? D Glass says no brunette ever beat a redhead. Hey, you know what? That's a fair point, man. That's a fair point. Get those votes in. Get those votes in. Luke voted Hannah. I voted Hannah, actually. I put Hannah in as my vote. But I understand it's the redhead. It's the redhead, man. I should have known. I should have known. And I didn't realize because there were a lot of other redheads in the contestant lineup, but in the final four, she's the only redhead. Because Hannah's got like dark hair, like raven haired. Lana's brunette. April's redhead, obviously, and then Tara's got like a strawberry blonde thing going on. So I didn't realize that April would end up being the only redhead in the final four. Yeah, we got them all. Black, brown, blonde. We got them all. This is a good final four. These are the ones who should get merch. I think all the waifus in the final four should get merch. Should get shirts and stickers and stuff made out of them. What do you guys think? Should the final four all get merch? I mean, this is a good lineup. What a lineup right here. All-star lineup right here. Rex says we could have had a staffoosh. Like, as if I won't make it out of all of them eventually, right? Rex is losing his mind. Rex is losing his mind. Dude, they're all gonna get merch, like especially Staffu, Voodoo, you know, the Flashdance Voodoo. Like they're all gonna get merch eventually. Blah Diddy said he'd buy an Ottoman sticker. Yeah, see, like Ottoman is another great design. Yeah, they'll all be merch eventually. They all float down here. But it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll here, because about 2/3, it looks like most of the chat has voted. April wins. It's not even close. It's not even close. Appropriately, I have pizza rolls to rain down for you, April. So all hail your winner of the first annual Saturday Morning Waifu Halloween costume contest. By popular vote, not even close. No rigging, no recounts needed. April O'Neil. Pizza rolls for you. April dominates October. It's official canon. Hell yeah. Grim says rigged. It is rigged. I mean, I'm honestly surprised. I should have known better because it's a redhead, but I'm legit surprised. I thought that it would be Hannah. Why am I saying Hannah? Hannah or Lana. I thought one of those two would come out as victorious, with Staffu actually being the close second. I figured because April hadn't been featured in as much content on the channel. Obviously, she's a well-known. We all know April. She's well-known. But just because I didn't feature in as much content on the channel, I didn't think she'd do as well. But damn, dude. I guess when you take the attachment via nostalgia, you know, we have that attachment built in for April. And then the fact that she was the lone redhead in the final four. Grim says, there she is, Miss SMW. SMW, SMW, SMW. So a big round of applause for Master Kraken, who again did the art for all of this. He knocked all of this out over the last, I think it was like 2 weeks. He worked like a madman and cranked out all of this art. Everything you see here. And a lot of it he even came up with himself. Like I gave him a few suggestions. You know, I would say I would like this character as that, you know, such and such outfit, whatever. But a lot of them he would come up with on his own and just show me like, hey, check this out. And it was like, oh, damn. So shouts out Master Kraken. He worked like a madman and provided us with top tier waifus, top tier art of top tier waifus. All of this is going to end up being merch eventually. You can guarantee, because these designs are way too good to just let them be for this one night, you know? They're way too good. And I will also post all of this stuff in the Discord server. I've posted some links to the Discord. I don't know. I know a lot of people have joined, so I think it looks like everybody from the chat. It's like I'm recognizing all these names. So keep an eye out for that. I'll post them there. Thank you guys, Luis and Grim, for the super chats. If anybody wants to get any last minute super chats in, now would be a good time if you want to support the channel. I also am obviously going to be paying the artist quite a pretty penny for all of this stuff. So it really helps keep the content rolling, because I don't know about you guys, but I had fun. I had fun checking out all the waifus, the costumes, seeing your guys' reactions, voting on them, seeing what the votes came out to. I mean, this was one of the most fun streams I've ever done, in my opinion. I've been streaming for years, even before I started doing the Saturday morning cartoon stuff. I was doing live streams, and this is one of the most fun ones I've ever had. I hope you guys had a good time. So if you want to support more content like this, Super chats are a big help. You can also sign up on Coffee to be a member or leave a one-time tip there. There's merchandise that you can get for yourself if you want to get a little more out of your support. You can get some merchandise. There's links to all of that in the description of the stream. And if nothing else, thanks for just being here, guys. I really appreciate all of you watching. If you'll leave a like to let me know you had some laughs along the way, I really hope that you enjoyed it, because that's what it really comes down to at the end of the day. It's all about enjoying that classic, forgotten era that is so quickly these days being pushed out of our view. You know, everybody wants to do all this modern woke shit, you know, and we don't get stuff like this anymore. So we got to keep the memories alive, the nostalgia, the enjoyment, the good times, the good laughs, man. And that's why I love this community. You guys are awesome. So we'll do another event like this next year for Halloween. But even before that, coming up in late December, early January, somewhere around the new year, we're going to have a Hall of Fame stream event. And we'll be doing voting actually before that stream. We're going to lead up. We're going to do voting leading up to that stream and vote on top waifus, top memes, top Pete's, you know, all the stuff. We're going to have so many different categories. And that's why I'm going to do voting beforehand. But we're going to have a big special event stream at the end of the year for the Hall of Fame, for all the content, all the stuff, the jokes and stuff that we have accumulated over these last few months. So we're going to keep big events like this going through every couple of months. And then every Friday, we're going to keep the streams rolling out with the memes and the waifus and all that. And then Saturday morning, tomorrow, we've got Saturday morning cartoons. We've got a spicy movie for tomorrow night. And then in about 45 minutes from now, we've got Lex starting on the second channel. So hope to see you guys over there. Go get yourself a snack, a drink, recharge your batteries, spark that bowl, whatever you're going to do. And join me over on the second channel for Lex in about 45 minutes. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. I hope if you don't show up for Lex, that is, I hope that you have a good rest of your night. And until the next time, stay awesome. God bless you all. And remember, the cheese must flow.